Brock. I'm a reporter. I always seem to find myself questioning something the government may not be looking at.
Venom is the weirdest movie I've ever seen. Not really, but it's definitely up there as one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen in my whole life. It is so absolutely bizarre and strange and weird and every other type of word that you could put in that sounds like that. I don't understand so many of the choices that they made, but I'm glad that they made them because it made this movie thoroughly entertaining. I was thoroughly entertained from about the second act through the third act. The first act was so-so. I was like, it's okay. Tom Hardy is a very likable guy. They're having like a rom-com. He has a job as a reporter. He reports for his own company or something. I don't know what he does. I don't know. I don't care. I was zoning out. He's in love with not Rachel McAdams. Michelle Williams. That's her name. She looks like Rachel McAdams to me. They have a romance. Their romance is going really good. Blah, blah, blah. He interviews this big guy named something Drake about his science life project that's supposedly killing a lot of people. It gets his girlfriend fired. His life starts going downhill. Blah, blah, blah. He ends up linked with Venom, the symbiote. And it becomes one of the funniest, insane, weird movies I've ever seen.
And symbiote combined. This is a new race, a new species. A higher life form. What do you want from me? You will find out. I'm so sorry.
It is so freaking funny and belongs in such an earlier era of superheroes. It belongs with Fantastic Four and Ghost Rider and Incredible Hulk. A lot of people said that, and I agree. It's one of those movies. It looks like one of those movies. It is so freaking interesting in a way. It is interesting because you were watching this movie like it's a weird oddity. Like it's an oddity at a freak show. And I'm like, wow, Tom Hardy jumped into a fish tank and he's eating a lobster because he took a bite out of a steak and said it was dead. That's why he can't eat it. And wow, him and Venom are linking together because they're losers. And they say that they're losers. I'm a loser on my planet. That's why I like you, Eddie Brock. I thought that was so funny and weird. And I can't imagine people sitting in a room saying, this is the Venom movie we're going to make. Remember when we said this was going to be our Logan? Our hard R dark movie? It's going to be nothing like that. It's going to be like Spaceballs. It's going to be a bonkers, bizarre movie that you can't even tell if this movie is trolling you. And I watched this movie and I was so thoroughly entertained and laughing consistently throughout. The dialogue is ridiculous, but somehow works in the movie. Tom Hardy is overacting like Nicolas Cage, and it works well in this movie for how ridiculous it is. Venom is a cartoon character that is funny and insulting Tom Hardy all the time. Riot is an enemy you don't care about. He's a throwaway villain with a plan that is so nonsensical that it adds to how funny and stupid the movie is. The Riz Ahmed's character gets upset for things that make no sense. The way he gets upset makes no sense. Like I think he fires the security guard and then tells him to go find his symbiote. I'm like, you just fired him. Tom Hardy gives such a Nicolas Cage performance in this movie. I was like, it's wonderful. It's beautiful. He deserves millions of dollars for bringing back just Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider, but if he played Venom. You brought that into this movie. You were Johnny Blaze, but Venom, mixed with Bronson. If you ever seen Bronson, it's Tom Hardy being weird the entire movie. So I would highly recommend seeing this movie. Cannot give it a grade because I would not know where to put it. It is a wonderful masterpiece of strange, weird failure. And I can't imagine what the rest of the Sony Cinematic Stupid Universe is going to look like. But it's already way better than the DCEU. DCEU is nowhere near as entertaining as this. Sony's last movies feel like someone reaches into your pocket, pulls out your money, lights it on fire. This felt like you're reaching into your pocket, pulled out your money, kept direct eye contact with you, and then made a little origami bird and then put it in your hand and walked away. You were entertained. You don't know what just happened, but you were very entertained by it.